Now recording!
Huzzah!
When we last left off with our heroes or B team, subside heroes or the bench crew, had managed to find in exchange for their own benefit a strange blue blade, I believe. What's the description I gave you? Inside it appears to be that of a sin that one holds dear. Other than liquor, you also managed to recruit a new C team as well as Penny, from what you can tell, dragon that is now in human-like form. Why
A
they
copper dragon.
Copper dragon? Yes. Why they're
Hence
in this?
Penny.
Why they're in this form? You're not really sure. But they're a dragon, so you don't ask questions. You found a few bags of red, blue, and green, some health potions, and the like, and 5 mysterious blades that no one really knows what they do until you get them identified. But nevertheless, you managed to get into not too much trouble as you make your way back to Section 9.
Yeah, Clara made out like a drunken bandit.
Most of it alcohol.
I got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, but I can see Clara only caring about the booze.
Yeah, but I got that shard of envy, don't I?
You do.
Doesn't she? Yeah, I guess that's not greed, but people have those flasks as I want.
Yes.
She.
Ramon looks through your group and then goes, "Thank you. Looks like words. It looks like Donovan managed to survive, and he even managed to recruit a few new members, as well as save the rest of his team. Let's see here. As the mission had stated, 50 gold per person was the attributed treasure you'd be receiving. But managing to recruit new members and even managing to save everyone and clearing the area, I suppose we can enhance the accumulative amount to 100 gold per person."
Yay.
Claire nods in agreement and then distributes 100 gold to each party member. And then he goes and then Ramon goes, "Now then, can I have the rest of your names, please?" Archibald goes, "Ah, the name's Archibald. Pleased to meet you. I'm currently this team's leader." Everyone looks surprised, but no one really argues.
I kick him.
You
Oh,
kick him.
shush.
No one really
Clara
argues.
kick him.
And
Not verbally, but Clara kicks him.
Actually,
And I'm a monk.
Gerald is gonna walk over. He's gonna pick him at the ear, and he's gonna start dragging him. Can I? Thank you. Fuck him over, Yender. You may or may not be able to see Gerald just giving him a minor rebuke.
Alright. You begin to sass Team C, and Jared looks at the rest of the team and goes, right. At any rate, looks like we'll be working underneath you. Penny here is technically not part of our team, but if she'd like, she can join us." Penny looks through the rest of the group and goes, I'll join around here and there. I'll join C, I'll join B, and I'll even join, what do they call themselves? Then Red Eye states, A-Team. Right, A-Team. They sound interesting, but I'll be around. Ramon then states, "Very good. Well, whoever your leader is," as he currently sees Gerald just giving a stern talking to Archibald, it doesn't really matter. Your mission still stands, and any mission you receive will be attributed to your entire team. So there's really no need for a leader. Other than me and Claire, of course. So whoever you decide to lead your group doesn't necessarily have to be the entire team's leader, just someone that makes you go in a certain direction. Right. Dara then goes, "Sure. Do you mind showing us where we can sleep for the night?" "Oh, right, sure. Claire, can you show them to the what was it called again?
Barracks.
You say that, and then Claire goes, you wouldn't be wrong, but he's talking about the nightlife bar. That's currently the barracks of Team A. Yes, correct. Dara then nods and goes, thank you.
The word bar, Clara perks up noticeably.
Don't. Yeah.
Which reminds her that she wants those flasks. Which I currently have
Let's
9
see.
out of 16 of.
Vern just throws you his.
Love it. 10 out of 16.
Now then, as for the rest of you, did you find anything, discover anything, or other than Penny, which is surprising what you told. Actually, have any of you told what Penny truly is?
I don't know if Penny introduces herself or something. I think Clara would fill the beans, being like, "Oh, she's a dragon!" Just like.
Fair. Ramon then goes, based on what you've acquired for us, including a dragon's help, it appears that we can do a lot more than I had anticipated or expected to so soon. Is there anything else you discovered along the trial and error?
Thinks back. I didn't see a demon, but we heard about it. But then I saw a big fairy lady, and I guess we're friends now.
All right. I meant like some sort of object. Why they were there is why it served a purpose. Dragons usually primarily don't stick around unless for a reason or an exact motivation. Without that, they generally don't stick around. Unless there was a vast amount of money there.
It was a bag of money, yeah.
Huh.
Short on the sack of money, I guess.
Alright, you show them a sack of money and it's a lot, but not as much as a dragon would normally hold. Oh, sure, it looks like they might just be starting out then. At any event, do take care of yourselves. Currently, we're just waiting on A-Team's report after the next part of their mission. So, good luck, and try not to die.
Sure.
My bad, sorry. You're not going on another mission. Just get some rest.
Okay. And
Sure.
Clara will just have that shard of whatever tucked into her belt. It's nature's envy, right? Like, I wouldn't just go around telling people about it.
You wouldn't need to. In fact, from what you know and what that mission stood for, none of it had to do with that shard. Your primary objective was to find whatever happened to the missing team, which you did, and if possible,
Jobs,
clear out the area from any harm or danger, which you had.
job's done.
Job's
Let's go
done.
to the bar.
Job's done.
Job's done.
Speaking of jobs,
Rep Psyop.
Fuck! No! Why am I back here?
as stated beforehand when you first entered into this area, after assigning yourself to the Lazarus Coffin project, you managed to find the blueprints. In your main objective of finding the blueprints or extracting the project from its current holders, as you managed to view the blueprints, you managed to scratch them down into your notebook and then present them to the Black King, the one dealing with death. Examining the blueprints together without touching them, you allowed them to view it, and then they stated, this does require more information. I would like you to continue to observe them, see what happens, and if possible, let me know if any more harm comes along this way. They are messing with things they do not understand. And I'd like someone there in order, just in case, to stop them. But as it stands, you have already paid half the sum of value that you required. So I will not force you to do this job, but this job needs to be done by you or another. That is your choice.
Oof. Fuck. What exactly did you want the blueprints for in the first place?
I wanted
Just
to go ahead. Go on.
Did you just want to find out what was going on, or is there something more to this?
If you'd like to understand and learn what I am trying to do, then you would have to go further into the organization than you have ever gone before. That, or you're gonna have to trust me. Either way, it leads to danger, one way or the other. But I can tell you this, there is much more than you know as of now. But you can do whatever you like with the blueprints you have shown me. Burn them, or hide them away somewhere they can't be found. Either way, I've gathered the information I needed.
Not to be rude, but what was the point of hiring me of all people? I mean, you have others at disposal.
I have many others at my disposal, however, you are unique. I'm not talking about your skills, and I'm not talking about your attributed skills. You're able to blend in with others, able to merge yourself with the very team you work with, without being caught, without being seen. Yes, many assassins are able to do this, but you're able to work with others, while many others generally work alone. You have what I would consider the worst attributes of an assassin. That is social skills. The ones that are primarily skilled enough to do this without being caught don't. So they're highly likely to screw things up.
Kind of side glances. Like, not sort of look away from him, but not at the same time, if you know what I mean. Like, for a second sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. There is a second reason, however. But again, unless you're deeper into their organization, I cannot divulge that information.
Deeper into the organization means that there's likely not a good chance of me leaving alive, right?
No, it means your old life will be completely stripped from you.
Which one?
The one you're currently trying to pay a debt to.
Take it you're not going to answer when I say why would that be?
In theory, we will have your entire past life relocated, placed in its own security bubble. Allow no connections towards the outside world that is connected to you. And you in turn would no longer be able to access that world you once held dear. You would be isolated and alone with the current people you have. Which in itself isn't a bad thing. But you would no longer be able to access your family, your former friends, and whatever else you held dear long ago.
Well, honestly, not worth it then. She just stands up.
Very well.
All 3 feet of defiance.
There you go.
3'2", thank you.
As you begin to make your way out, they then state, Ultimately, the choice is up to you. Whether you come or go, that is your choice to decide. Whether to pay your debt or not, that is for you to decide. Ultimately, this is based on your decision. Life and death, that is what I work with. You, you can live your life whichever way you choose to. Whether to be in my organization or not does not matter to me. All that I require is the job to be done.
Well, one, if I didn't pay my debt, I doubt I'll be alive for much longer. And two, I've already found something that's like way better than whatever you're offering, and it comes with less risks.
I'm sure it does.
She walks out the room.
Okay. As you walk out the room, you do feel a slight wind in the air. However, you don't see what happens next. The Black King then looks towards an agent that arrived out of nowhere. You didn't see this person walk in behind you, but they definitely walked in after. Examining the person, they do state, "Were we able to find and locate the person?" "Yes, I believe I managed to find them. However, they do seem to be safeguarded. It will be some trouble, but I can access where they are." "Very good. Beyond this, it looks like the secondary objective is currently on its way. Within moments, or within the days or hours ahead of us. Less than a week, but more than 20 hours. We will have the answer we are looking for, and see what is truly going on behind the curtain." "Yes, yes, all very good and done, yada yada yada. I really don't care. You pay me to do this job, and you pay me to make sure that your workers are actually working. So, trying to save the world, trying to make sure everyone doesn't die from this, what did you call it again? Invasion of the political matters of the social hierarchy, blah blah blah. Angels coming to kill us all, demons coming to save us all. I really don't care, and I don't care if I screwed up your story. Either way, as long as I get paid, I'll get the job done." As we move over to where Team A is. Currently,
You
it has
should-
passed a long rest, so there are roughly 4 hours left. The person in the tank now is a woman with the crest of the Rose family.
Is it if is it the same one that I found? The hang on.
No, it's the one I found, I believe, right? The one in the bottom of the pit with the spikes in it.
No, that was the last one.
Right.
This one's the one that was in the bone trap.
Hang on.
No, the first one was the one in the bone trap.
Oh, right. You're correct.
I have a family crest. It has the elder tree of a crow, and yeah, crow mirrors, stuff like that. I think it belongs to the Rose family.
Where exactly did you get it?
You remember that raid we did on? I think it was the Blue Leader, or something connected to the Blue Leader.
Ah. That didn't belong to the Rose family, but that was just adjacent to something that the Rose family did.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not the same one then.
No. This was a side mission that Rauta, Caitlin, after like an hour passed, Sigvald, Byroth, and Nesmond did.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
once again, 4 hours until the actual mission starts. Anything else you're doing, you managed to do some shopping here and there, managed to collect a few trinkets and baubles. Byroth managed to save the... Man, I think I made 2 anime protagonists. Again,
Yeah, I stuffed him into the life-saving coffin.
Yep, and nearly drowned him twice.
Well, it's for his own good.
Yeah. Maris is the main researcher on this, right?
From what you know, Maris is the main researcher. However, Caitlin has some more information. Sigfold, you were there. You would understand what's going on. Based on the way Namar was talking, or at least the way you interpreted it, it's possible that she's actually leading the team mission. The way
so
she presented herself, she was a lot more in a leading role than you would expect.
No. We're gonna keep quiet-ish for the next 4 hours. Just gonna sit in the corner, humming angrily. There's clearly Sigfold is clearly annoyed about something.
Oh, that's fair. Byroth, is there anything you're doing?
I kind of kept hinting that I'd do this. I want to interrogate the other members of my actual party about who the hell they are. And since there's only 2 of you, who wants to go first?
Do you want to flip a coin?
Sure. Where's my coin?
1 and 2 is Sigfold, 3 and 4 is Nesmin. Mixie's not in
Heads
this.
or tails? Heads or tails, I am.
You got a 2.
Apparently, I'm not in this.
I was joking. But it's still 2, so it'd be Sigfold.
Oh no, I might still be at the Black King, like walk back in, just like, hey, by the way, fuck you, and then just walk back out.
Yep, okay, so I am in my corner trying to meditate.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You just walk over. You seem upset. Do you want to talk about?
No, I don't hear you.
No, I'll say it again. I'll kind of like kick. Do you want to talk about why you're upset and who you are as a person?
You see the eyes open up. Look, those black eyes are looking straight at you, and you know that he is annoyed. What?
Did you not hear me? I was like shouting at you.
Yes, I was trying to ignore it.
Yes, well, clearly that will not work. You need to choose a different tactic. Perhaps talking about it will help.
Claire's
Why would
now
I-
also looking at you too.
What? What do you want to talk about, Balrog? Bayrot. New people.
Well, considering it seems like we are going to be risking our lives to protect each other on a fairly regular basis, I thought perhaps we could get to know each other.
Okay, that's a good idea, but I don't think this is the right place nor the right time to have such a conversation.
Claire then
When is
goes,
right time?
well, you know, I can always cast a zone of silence around us, allowing
And-
you to speak with each other, get this whole thing out.
And Bayrot, you hear in the back of your head, maybe we should talk outside.
Oh, I can also create a dimensional portal for you guys, you know, have your alone time inside of your own dimensional space.
I turn towards her. Did you just read my mind message?
What?
I think she was just trying to be helpful. This is nice, lady, but perhaps we will just walk outside.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea, yes.
Perhaps save your spells for when danger.
Occurs. Yes.
She actually just was trying to be nice. She didn't hear anything you said.
See that? Now who's the perceptive one?
Sure.
For simplicity's sake, you're in a different
Top right.
room. Top right.
Okay,
So,
so yes, literally only thing I know about you is your name. And potentially you are a werewolf, or is that other guy?
does Byrod actually know this, or is this because I said something in a different room that your character picked up, apparently?
Byron's just inferring or assuming. He doesn't
I'm
actually
pretty
know.
sure you made like some kind of comment. It might have been out of character, but you definitely said it to me. But it might have been out of character.
I think he was out of character.
It was out of character.
Only thing I know about you is your name, and also you drop darkness bombs on us, which I cannot say enough that I do not like.
Yeah, and I shall keep saying what I said before about that. I usually walk or go around alone with my mistress. She cannot see, and I can see through it. So for the two of us, it's the perfect wombo combo. You would not.
Okay, well, perhaps if you want to keep using this wombo combo, maybe go off to side and then do.
Yes, yeah, it's more like I keep forgetting that you guys cannot see through it, and it's a knee-jerk reaction.
Well, I mean, isn't the whole point of spell is that most people cannot see through it, it seems.
Yeah, yeah, right. But I'm used to be around
Oh,
people.
no, it's okay. It's okay. See, this is why we need to talk. We need to learn each other as people.
So to be fair, you're wearing armor, right?
Yeah, at this point, I'm in like head to toe. I don't know if you get a helm, but
As far as I remember, I have never seen you without your helmet on. So you complain that you know only my name. I do not even know the face I'm talking to.
yeah, I'll take it off. So Byroth is a Furbog, and I'll say he's got shaved sides of his head, and he's got kind of a thick ropey braid on top, like a Native American mohawk, but braided back.
Mm-hmm.
Chestnut skin. Just kind of got the furry Furbog ears.
What colored furbolg are you? To be fair.
Yeah, he doesn't have that much fur really. It's more like a beard and kind of continues up the ears sort of a thing. But he's got he's got black hair, but chestnut skin.
Okay. It's nice to put a face to the person.
Give him a big toothy smile.
What do you want to know?
You say you served your mistress, but why are you in service of Section 9?
Well, I serve my mistress, and my mistress, as far as I know, has made an agreement with Section 9 for diplomatic reasons, which I cannot divulge.
And so, your loyalties are only to her?
My loyalties are only to my mistress, yes.
This is worrying, because, again, we will fight side by side, life and death. Our loyalties must be to each other.
I will do whatever I can as long as it does not jeopardize my mistress. I am oath and honor bound. There is nothing I can do about that. I am just the protector of a blind woman. Can you blame me for making sure she is the first and the last thing I think about?
If it puts my life and the life of my friends in danger, then yes.
Let's just say it so. It's easier to protect her with all of you around. So, you being alive is an advantage for my mistress, so it's an advantage for me.
I understand, Secret.
So I'm not saying that I would leave you alone to die. But if I need to make a choice, I'm sorry to say at this moment in time, you would not be the one I would pick every single day of the week. I'd also think I could not carry you. I look at Byrod. If I would need to carry you out somewhere, I'm not strong enough for this.
Yeah. I understand this, my friend. And I understand valuing one compatriot above another.
It's not that I value you less than her, but I'm honor bound.
But I also think that perhaps this blind woman you say to protect is not so helpless as you make out.
No, she most certainly is not. But, you know what? Can you keep a secret?
Duh.
If I ever hear this outside of this room, I will come and kill you. Okay?
Eyebrow raise. Okay.
I'm not just oath and honor bound, I'm also life bound. Anything happens to her, I die.
This is a great trust you have placed in me.
Yes.
I will honor this.
You know, I get Pyroth will take off a gauntlet and like do the like blood pact thing. Kind of guy he is.
Sigvald looks at you confused.
I will bind this oath of secrecy with my blood.
Okay. I don't think you want my blood running through your veins, but he pulls out the claw and just slices his hand open as well, apparently, and will put his hand forward as well.
Actually, Byroth will think for a second and remember when he held the skull and it made him kind of go crazy, and then how Sigvald held the skull and it made him kind of badass. And then he'll just kind of like rub the blood on his uncut hand and grasp his hand. So, like, yes, perhaps traditional blood oath is not best idea right now.
I just hope that you cannot keep this oath, because if this comes out, I have big problems.
Yes, I was one who proposed a blood oath.
Yeah. Just saying. That is one of my bigger secrets in life. So.
Yeah. As you begin to wrap up your own conversation, heading back into the room.
Thanks for indulging us.
That's fine. Gan's currently looking at Mixie playing with her blades and goes, "Hey, do you want to form a blood pact with me? For some reason, I feel like forming a blood pact."
God, he's bonded to me.
He holds up a dagger and just glares at him like, no. Fuck that noise.
As you enter inside back into the room, the other two at least, a few other people have made their way speaking with other group members. Nema is currently speaking with Reltuk. Caitlin's currently speaking with Claire. As you two enter, Claire brightens up. You're not really sure why. But she smiles, looking you guys over. She kind of looks disappointed, but then goes back to speaking with Caitlin.
God. Claire's either horny for demons or giants.
What if
no.
it's both?
God. A twink and a bear.
I mean, Mixie,
Moving on.
What's your passive perception?
Not as good as it should be for a rogue, I know that for sure.
Is it above
12.
it? Oh, okay.
Vitals is 14.
This would
Mine is 14 as well.
This would be happening out when you guys were still in the other room. 12's good enough.
Okay.
Kaden and Claire were currently talking to one another about things, life, what Sigfold's currently into. Is he into men, females, scantily clad, armored people?
Oh, I
No,
so
those sort of
wish I
things.
was a chaotic alignment. Oh, fuck.
From what you can tell, Claire was trying to give them their privacy that they seem to be looking for. She's not really sure why they were looking for it, but she finds them cute together.
Oh,
So she was trying
and
to
we
help
come
brother
back
out.
looking like real trusting. Like we've just had, some real discourse. We're closer now than we were before.
Yeah,
Sigmund is still annoyed as hell, dude.
Yeah, now he's got a bloodied hand to deal with. He's got blood on his hands now.
but as
I mean, that should send alarm signals.
that's
Th-
probably
this
Just
what.
all the well, Byroth put his gauntlets back on, so
Yeah.
it doesn't look
Yeah.
like he's got.
Yeah,
anything.
but you put the blood on Sigmund's hands, so he's got blood on his hands.
Isn't he a warlock or something? He's got prestidigitation.
I mean, if
What
you
are
guys,
you talking about? I'm not even a spellcaster.
if you guys
See,
want,
I
you could have
know,
watched
I know
your
nothing
hands.
about you still.
You didn't know
What
anything
class
about.
are you?
Sigmund turns around and will say, "That dear sir, none of your business."
All I know is he casts darkness. Very irritating.
I'm not a spellcaster, cast dark.
Anyways, getting back on topic, you guys managed to talk with one another. Byroth, you want to talk with Mixie? She's currently juggling some blades and daggers. Gan's currently forming a blood contract with Nesmin. Vera and Maris are currently speaking to each other.
Can I try and stop Gem from forming that blood contract? Because I know Nesmin might do it.
You just
That's the
slap
worst part.
Gen's hand away, so it's fine.
Just like throwing daggers at his hand every time he tries to cut himself, but hitting him with the back of it so he can't cut himself.
You know when someone shoots the floor to try and get someone else to like jump and move
Yeah,
and pretend they're dancing? I'm just doing that with daggers again. Like trying to throw it at his feet, but obviously of missing, but just enough to like fucking freak him out.
Gen's not that smart, so you do manage to stop him each time. But he just thinks you're accidentally dropping your weapon, so he picks it up, goes over to you, and gives it to you. And when he continues to try to cut his hand, you do it again, and he repeats the process. You guys do this for about 4 hours.
For fuck's sake.
I
I'm
mean,
back into the room after this fucking talk, and I'm just gonna be like, oh, for fuck's sake.
I know. Do you guys want to do the talk, or should we just get to the mission?
You can talk if
Guys.
you'd like. I just wanted to understand what you guys were trying to do.
Yeah, well, I'd like to get to know the players better, but role playing. I mean, leaving one person out for like 20 minutes at a time is kind of.
I mean, so
Whatever.
far it's been a good split.
Mhm.
You're right. Byroth gets to keep talking. I love it. Go over to Mixie and be like, Mixie, you are a member of team, but I also know nothing about you. Perhaps we can talk, become good friends, and kill buddies. Huh?
If you get him to stop trying to make a blood pact with Nesmin, sure, I'll tell you what you want.
Again, go sit down in corner. Stop bothering guests. You owe me your life. Go sit in corner.
All right, that is the pact you have dealt with. Now you get no more favors from me.
It's okay. We just have to kill him and stuff him in tube again. Then we get favor.
That's not how
Okay,
this
we
works.
Just stuff him in tube and get the killing done and the fucking reviving done at the same time.
You hear that, Gen? We are best friends already.
He's currently not listening.
It's good. He listens well.
He's he did manage to cut his hand at the last moment, but now he's just writing something on the wall.
God.
Fuck's sake.
Maybe tube is not so good idea. Or maybe it was like this before tube. Who can say? Anyway, Mixie, who are you?
I'm Mixie.
Okay, duh.
Can you
Would you like-
elaborate?
Would you like more privacy before we talk about your loyalties and perhaps if they are in alignment with the people who are going to be around you and fighting for your life?
I was about to say the worst people you could talk with.
Yes, the two of us.
I know.
You talk with Nesmond and he give you your whole his whole backstory. You talk with me and I'm just like, you're getting the name and that's it.
Yeah, currently Nesmond is
This is-
spewing off his backstory about his life, liberty and pursuit of happiness. But Byroth didn't really ask Nesmond. Nesmond just misunderstood. So his backstory is going off in the background while Byroth's trying to interrogate you.
Yeah, I just pet
Much.
Nesmond's head like it's okay. It's fucking.
How did you come to be Tiny Murderer?
He says I murder people.
I kind of like look at the knives and like all the knife marks in the floor and like Gen's torn up boots.
He
Just
tried to
observation.
Make a blood. He tried to make a blood pact with Nesmond. Nesmond's.
I misunderstood then. You are a professional dart thrower who happens to be police?
I mean, calling us police is a bit. Kind of what it is, kind of not what it is. I got.
Okay, but the point was you are very comfortable with those knives. I don't think you are chef or magician. There's only certain things you can do with knives. So you are a killer.
I mean, define exactly killer. Because there's like killer for defense, killer as in like serial killer, you know.
No, I mean like you use those knives to kill people.
I mean, I haven't. She just starts going through her knives. She like puts the two gold hilted ones back into her hilts on her legs, and she pulls out the fire tip dagger, and she's just like, "Well, I haven't killed anyone with this knife yet." So.
Oh, sorry. Oh, he's like brand new knife.
Kinda. I mean, I found these cool gloves that make daggers recently, so you know. And the sword. I pull out this fucking flame tongue sword.
Okay, so perhaps you are now beginning to see why I think you are a person who kills people.
I mean, considering my time here, I've been more of a diplomat than anything. I don't know how. I'm not really good with talking to people in the first place. I don't know how I've managed to do a lot of shit that I have.
Was your training in other things, perhaps? Like swordsmanship and killing people?
I've never had training.
Ah, self-taught then.
Yep.
This is very impressive. You seem very skilled.
I mean, like, are you taught them?
Was I taught my skills? No, I
Yeah.
am self-taught as well. My people do not My people do not worship iron as I do. They think is desecration of nature. Is sin to pull blood of stone and craft weapons and armor. It poisons environment.
But you have armor and weapons, which means that you don't believe that's a thing? Or something
I
different?
believe is distillation of the gifts of Mother Earth. And beyond that is inevitability. Generations my people have been pushed back by men using steel. All because we refuse to use steel in kind. Look upon me. 8 feet of metal. No puny human scares me now. And I really like. You're 3 feet tall. I'm almost 3 times as tall as you.
I'm 3'2" tall.
Okay, again, almost 3 times. Alright. I didn't say 9 feet. I said 8.
Yeah, I just like clarifying because that means I'm like 2 inches taller than Ned.
This is, I am clad in weapons and armor of my own making. I have pulled from the earth its gifts, and I have clad myself in the blood of our mother. And I will use these gifts to defy any against me.
So you're like from a. I'm not exactly sure what. I mean, like,
He's a
What?
Furbog. He's it's like a half giant, kind of like with elfy bits a bit.
do you have the helmet off?
Yeah, I still have it off.
Can I see his head? Is the question.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
looking
not
down,
like
yeah?
I'm not standing like right beside you. I guess kind of I am. No, you'd have to definitely look up. I mean, I'm not sitting down or anything.
Yeah,
I'm yeah.
you can see him.
I'm. Yeah. Okay. But I'm.
I respect you too much to like kneel down like you're a toddler. I respect you too.
I'm pretty sure I have no idea what a Furborg is, though.
Most of the people that technically were residing in Haven before all of this don't really know too much about the outside world, and they Balrog's people technically are nomadic tribesmen, so they don't exactly stay in one place too long. So that is possible.
I would just say that Mixie has like no fucking clue. So she's just tilting her head like side to side.
Well, either way, you know I'm not human.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the group isn't human.
And I said my people. Fine.
Yeah.
Anyway. That is where I am from. What of your people?
My people?
Oh.
I mean, it's kind of. You mean like it? I don't really have my people. They're kind of just spread out across.
You have no family? No brothers, sisters, parents, cousins?
None that I care to share about.
Family is hard. I understand. I too am exiled.
This isn't a personal thing, by the way. Even Nesmond doesn't know, so.
is okay. I will respect your privacy. I only wish to strengthen the bonds between us, that we could better understand and protect one another.
Okay.
And I will kind of like lean down and put a big ol' Andre the Giant hand on your shoulder. Like pat pat. Okay, good talk. Let's get to fight now.
I look so confused.
Okay, and when Byrod walks away from Mixie, Sigvald is gonna walk up to Byrod.
Mhm.
And while he's walking towards you, you see him rummaging through his bag. Byrod, I have something that you probably can use more than I can. And I pull out 2 scrolls, and I give them to you.
Interesting. What manner of scrolls be these?
Scrolls of Darkness,
Weird.
and the Scroll of Revivify.
Revivify? That's an interesting one.
Yes. I give you one of those each.
Can you paste those in Discord for me? What those spells say?
It's literally a scroll that allows you to cast once the spell.
Alright, so long as you know what those are.
Yep, but without needing of material, somatic, or verbal components.
Yeah, I just don't know the wording of the spells.
Just a quick note. As Minxie, I'm gonna check over and see if Nesmond has a fucking weapon on him or not. Because I swear to God, he fucking gave back the dagger that I tried to force on him again.
How many scrolls of darkness? 2?
1
Just 1. And 1 revivify.
and 1 revivify.
I spelled it wrong, but yes. Nesmond appears to have the weapon, but he currently still is just on his person. It's not really been used. It's just there.
Oh, as long as it's there. I'm fucking side glancing again to make sure he's not doing any fucking blood packs or whatever the fuck he was doing.
No, currently Gen is too preoccupied with something. He's still writing something down.
Oh, what is he writing? Is the question.
Yeah, I want to take a look at that. Badiroth is intrigued by it. Oh, look, scrolls. This is magnificent. What is Gen writing on wall?
Does Byroth or Mixie know Halfling?
I know halfling. I am a halfling.
Yeah, fair.
You just went over how tiny she was.
Road. According to the information...
Just accurate.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. According to the information you check out, you're not exactly sure what he's writing down. However, you are able to read it. It seems to be an incantation, a spell of some sort. However, you... Go ahead.
Just for clarification, Nesmond also does know halfling.
Yeah, I was about to say. However, you can ask Nesmond what it means or signifies. You can read the structure of the spell, you just don't know what it's able to do.
Even I know halfling for some reason.
How do you know halfling?
I don't know.
Probably chose it. I
Yeah,
chose
that's it.
Dwarvish.
I thought it was a secret language.
It's not like you're a secret people.
No, just in official D&D, I thought it was like how Thieves' Cant and shit like that was.
I thought that was Dwarvish, to be fair. Like
No,
Dwarvish
just
never
Thieves'
spoke.
Cant is just for rogues, but that's pretty much the only one.
Others
And
can learn it,
Druidic.
but they need to be taught specifically.
Yeah.
But
I
you wouldn't
Anywho.
know how the spell would work. However, according to Nesmond, it appears to be some strange incantation, a revivify spell inscribed within one's blood. Inside it reads Nesmond, Gen, and Mixie.
Oh,
Why does it have all of you? have you guys been revived?
I immediately write down in the journal the incantation. Like, trying to copy it down.
Sorry. What names were there? Nasman, Mixie, and
Again, from what you can
Gan.
tell, he's trying to make a security circle in case one of them falls down from the next combat.
Mm-hmm.
Why he didn't describe anyone else's name, it's tough to tell. However, in Mixie,
Fucking
you could probably
Pyros is suspicious.
tell why.
Mixie.
1 to 100 real fucking quick.
Since you guys didn't
Mixie.
want to form a blood contract with him, he likely decided to form one anyways.
Fucking, I don't trust this at all.
You don't have to.
Who was making the circle?
How? Again.
The person we dunked in the fucking water.
However, this blood contract only extends to this room, the surrounding 4 walls. Once you leave, the spell won't be able to interact with you.
I know, but I'm still copying it down into the journal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because as far as Mixie goes, this is important information.
And nearly impossible. However, he's done with it and goes, "Alright, that should do it. Huh, it's been about 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Okay, what have you just done? Why is there blood all over the wall?
Well, when I was trying to form a blood contract, you decided to stop me, so then I decided to write one instead. Case closed."
Well, I mean, my specific instructions were to not do that, so my favor is not completed.
No,
So I still have favor.
your specific thing was to go sit down in the wall and face it. And I did.
And not bother anyone.
I didn't. Case
You-
closed.
Technically, you formed blood contract without consent, which could be considered bothering.
Guys, focus. We have a bigger issue at hand. The crazy lady is gonna stand up from the coffin and gonna try and kill us all. Because
fine.
I look Neymar straight in the eyes. Because some people like to kill us all with something they do not know how it works.
Okay, I will stand with crazy lady. Get ready, I cast hold person. Someone have chains, or am I going to have to do that as well?
We're gonna fucking murder again. No, you have a blood oath with Gen. It's gonna be tricky.
I'll fucking wipe it off the walls. You think Mixie understands how spells work?
Mixie
That's
begins to
Desmond's job.
wipe the wall and then realizes the blood doesn't matter anymore. The spell has already been made.
Yep.
However, 15 minutes pass and Byroth, you begin to ready your actions. Let
Actually,
me roll.
technically, I have that fancy spear that's also a metal rope.
Yeah, that's true. I also didn't roll very well. Immediately after
Are you gonna put up a? Oh, we haven't rolled for initiative. Never mind.
No, I was currently doing something. Immediately
You were just trying to kill me. Fun.
Again's gonna be the death of me. Immediately after I rolled, you can tell that something is off. They seem to be stirring in the same manner the other person was. As they wake up...
Gen's.
No, Gen's currently
No.
fine.
Okay.
for
lady
now.
In the tube.
The lady in the tube is currently stirring the same way the other guy was. However, she begins to claw at the base of the opening. It's a 9. Doesn't manage to open the door, but however, she does seem hostile. You can either try to leave her in there and keep the door closed, or maybe try to persuade her down. It's up to you what you can do, but go ahead and roll turn order.
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
How? Jesus! What did I roll?
That's,
A 3 out of 4. Yay!
I rolled natural 1, folks.
I rolled
Yeah,
a
it makes you
natural
roll a nat
20.
20.
It's a good
I'm
thing
so
Byroth is
sorry.
right next to her. Alright.
Alright, Gan will be the NPCs you don't know, and the rest of your team will go with the Raltest turn. Enemy, you do not know where they fall on. Actually, you do. They fall at the very end.
Oh, they fall below me, do they?
I'll just have everyone go after Byroth. Mixie, you're up first.
I'm gonna step in front of Nesmin and just take out the flame tongue and say that I'm pretty sure it's say the command word to as a bonus action to ignite it, sort of thing.
You press in and bury the blade into your mind. You then cast the spell's incantation word. Slowly and surely enough, it casts on fire. What you intend to do with it, well, that has yet to be found. Do you decide to strike through and break the weapon into the cage or the coffin, or do you hold off until they manage to open the door?
I'm gonna hold my turn in case they attack, basically.
Mm-hmm. Sigvold.
Say,
I am gonna. Actually, you know what? I am gonna scoot to the other side of the room. And I am gonna hold my action to use Mind Trust the moment they pop open the lid.
Alright, holding an action. Byroth.
Mm-hmm.
Byroth sees that she's very angry, and he feels like he knows the drill at this point, regardless of whether or not he actually does. So as a bonus action, Byroth will open the tank, and as his actual action, attempt to restrain this woman. The grapple, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your athletics versus her athletics or acrobatics. Let's see. She will use acrobatics. So it'd be a +3.
Oh, it hurts.
Grabbing onto
Byroth feels
her,
bad.
she does seem to be a lot more sleek. It could be because of the blue ooze, or it could be because you have bloody hands and you forgot to wipe them clean.
But I put my gauntlets back on.
So it has this weird sensation between your
It's this
gauntlets.
ooze. It's all this slippery. She's greasy or something.
It's tough to tell which one it is, but she managed to slip through you. However, she does seem worried about something. She does seem panicked, and she doesn't seem to be completely there.
Calm down, young one. You are brought back to life by good people. Next turn.
So that would be me and Makishi's moment, right?
If you decide to do something, so far she has yet to attack anyone, but you can strike her down before she gets a chance to.
So she is still acting normally?
She looks panicked. You're not sure.
Okay.
I'm not attacking because I said if she attacks, so.
I will stay put as well then.
Alright. Gen and the rest of the NPC's turn. Gen looks towards her and goes, "Hey man, we all gotta stick together. You've been brought back to life. You've been given a second chance. Why not do something about it? Join our team. What do you say, gang?" Looking to the rest of the PCs.
Thumbs up.
Facepalm.
Okay, unfortunately, only one person gave a thumbs up. one was neutral and the other one wasn't so ecstatic, so he gets no advantage on this. Charisma's a
Thumbs up
+2.
thumbs up is accompanied by a big toothy smile.
Behind a mask.
Behind the giant mask.
I never said I put it back on.
Okay.
Your AC drops by 1.
No, technically helmets are different. Helmets are different. Purely cosmetic.
Okay.
You can look it up. There are helms that are
No,
totally
no.
indifferent of AC.
I know that. It's just because you took your helmet off, I'll give him advantage. And he rolls a 21.
Yes!
She calms down, doesn't attack you, but she still seems panicked. She then grabs her head. And then the PCs that aren't here. Held an action. Nesmond is currently holding an action. Caitlin is holding an action. No, I guess they could have had the rest of the... No, they wouldn't do something. Because everyone seems to not attack. Let me roll something again.
Realty's famous for not attacking.
Examining the person, you do see something's off about her. She begins to panically scream. Not in a sensation she's ready to attack, more as in whatever she was trying to block out managed to rip their way out of her. Within her shadow and within her mind, which only Byroth was able to see. No, not Byroth. Sigvald and Byroth. Byroth the shadow and the mind, Sigvald. Something blares out from there, and then extends into its own form. Behind her now sounds this strange, shadow-like, and energetic creature. It looks to the rest of you, and this thing looks ready to attack.
Okay. Looks ready to attack, or is it going to attack?
As in, whatever hostility you felt that this person was putting out, now resides within this creature, and this thing looks unhinged.
Is there any way that I could tell if it was undead? Oh, I'll wait for my turn. Sorry.
That's fine. Mixie, Sigvald, do you guys take your held actions?
Yes, I will
Yeah.
use my held action.
Alright. DC 15.
DC 15. And save.
It has no intelligence, so it gets no save. I mean, plus. Yeah, it fails.
Rip. That's psychic damage.
Both of the attacks, both
Oh.
with the blade and then with the mind thrust, pierce into this creature. However, the blade itself doesn't hit, but the magically enchanted power does. But thanks to that binding with the blade, it manages to strike with its full force. The intelligent mind thrust as well also manages to pierce in and hit the creature without too much trouble. However, Mixie, you can tell that if it was a normal weapon, it would not have dealt damage.
Okay, no normal daggers for me.
However, the creature then begins to roar, goes straight for the woman. Another athletics check. And she just barely manages to move away from the creature's claws, going behind and trying to hide between the people. Manages to move away as the claws bind in the earth where she once stood. As the hand is removed, 3 inches of stone are removed as well. Mixie.
Screw Clara, this lady's the drunken master.
Fucking
10 seconds out of a cryo tube and she's dipping and dodging.
yeah, I'm attacking again then.
$15 just manages to hit. Striking again, you manage to strike with a good amount of force behind you. The flames, the damage, all manage to strike once again. And once again, you can tell normal weapons don't have any effect against this creature. It peers at you, however, and you feel an instinct fear. You're not feared, but you can tell that the more you stare at this creature, the more you go against it, it's as if your mind begins to panic, to be flustered, and you saw the same type of fear that the woman once had.
I'm gonna quickly dart my eyes away from it instinctively, and I'm just gonna quickly say to Byroth, normal weapons don't seem to do anything against it. It seems to be magical effects.
Sigfold.
Well, it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be a lot of tricky. Yay. Okay. Yep. I am just gonna get further into the corner, and I'm gonna. You know what? It's hammer time. So make another DC 15. DC 15 strength save this time.
DC 15. It does have strength, but it's only a +2. Yeah, it didn't save.
And I will relocate it to 10 feet. I can relocate it 10 feet. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna park it right here.
Okay.
Put it beside Byroth. Byroth again.
You push it through the area, and instinctively,
Oh, jeez.
Namar, Relta, Maris, Caitlin, and Mixie, you feel a cold presence around you, surrounding you. The more this thing is near you, the more you instinctively fear.
Sigvald, we just had conversation about not sabotaging group.
What? I am helping group. What are you talking about? I'm putting the creature away from the lady he's trying to possess.
And beside all of squishy characters.
Byroth.
The fuck are you calling squishy?
The rogue.
Rialta.
Yeah, they're druid. So I guess I'll move over here. I mean, I don't even really need to, but I will. And then I'm gonna do the combo of the magic, spiritual weapon and Toll the Dead. So here's your Toll the Dead. DC 15. And I'm gonna summon a magic weapon. I don't know if you need a token, I'll just draw the square.
Even with its plus, it doesn't pass.
Nice. So it takes 16 damage. And the magic weapon, which I'll draw in, but it has 30-foot range, so it's in range. It's at the bottom there between Caitlin and Maris.
Okay. 15 just meets its match.
Yes.
Striking at the creature, you can tell, thanks to Mixie, that it needs to be hit with something specific.
Well, to be fair, the damage types were necrotic and force,
That's what I'm saying.
and neither of those helped.
It means it managed to actually hit the thing.
So you actually hit it.
You
Also,
actually entered it.
The magic is the way to go. Like I said, does anyone not have magic weapons? I said that earlier, no one replied, so I spent turn doing this.
Again goes.
That's
All I can do is physically hit it with this weapon here. It is non-magical.
it's
Good
okay,
job,
Gen.
Ken.
There is no room for you anyway.
I
It's
mean,
okay.
I can
You
cast
just
magic and
hit
negate it with my gauntlet, but that's as best as I can do.
wait, is that the fucking gauntlet that you fucking the other person had? The
Might be.
assassin?
No.
Oh,
Fuck
no.
him, not that gauntlet.
No,
No,
not.
no, I have.
That's the Overload Gauntlet. It's currently under Section 9's warehouse.
No,
I
I
was
was
about to say.
thinking it was attuned to those.
Oh, you were? Oh, that's
Yes.
gone. That's gone then.
Womp womp.
Gan currently has a different type of gauntlet. It seems to be technologically based.
Oh wait, you were attuned to the Overload gauntlet?
Yeah.
Oh fuck's sake!
So currently his other character has it.
My character that got teleported away has the gauntlets. Trust me, you didn't want to have those gauntlets anyway. They kill you.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Again,
Fucking
just touches one of the fingers. I think it was the ring finger, and then points straight towards the injured person. There you go. I have healed you for 3d4. You're welcome.
Can I say you're welcome?
Vera leaves.
I
Maris
experienced a moment of terror there when I thought it was a lightning gauntlet.
moves back. Claire backs up too.
I'm actually terrified that Gen at one point is going to turn to my character and just be like, by the way, I've been taking health off your health.
By
Namar.
the way, we're married now.
Blood oath!
Namar brings out a blue blade, but doesn't manage to strike, even with 14. Just barely. Alright. PC's turns. Ralta technically could hit it with something.
She
She
could
has
summon a.
Shillelagh, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Summon a Shillelagh?
They
Yeah.
summon Shillelagh.
What the fuck?
They hit with 21.
Somebody broke the thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, I love
Uh,
that script.
I'll just make it a d8. D8 plus 3 at 11 points of damage.
Hang on. I think I can find
Um,
Shillelagh real quick.
Yeah, it makes the attack magical on everything. It's great.
I mean, if the actual real thing is weaker, just don't say anything.
No, it's a D8 plus wisdom.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it does make the attack magical.
It's 11.
It basically... it's a cantrip that enchants your weapon to make it magical, so... Probably one of the best fucking druid cantrips you can have.
Yeah, that's as a cleric spell. That's I think. Yeah, that's second. It's second level magic weapon.
Yep.
Nesmond
Okay,
and
so
Ka-
you-
Go ahead.
You are a cleric then.
I'm a cleric, yes.
Yeah,
I
I've been
rolled a-
so confused because of the heavy armor.
Nesmond
Because I worship iron. Also, lots.
Ah,
Nesmond casts a Sacred Flame, causing another 8 points of damage. The NPC that you're currently trying to help out does look flustered. They look towards the rest of you and goes, "You have to kill this thing. The longer it stays, the more it'll intrude into your minds and bring out your worst fears. Whatever you do, don't let it stand for 3 rounds. Otherwise, it'll bring out a randomized person that stands 5 feet from it. Either back away or kill this thing before the next round." She then moves away because she's doesn't have anything on her except for her clothes. The creature then howls deeply, and Mixie Byroth, 1 or 2. I mean, 1, 2, or 3 and 4.
1, 2, 3, or 4. Your choice.
I'll take 1 and 2.
I'll
Why not?
take 3 and 4 then.
A lot of choice for Maxie. 1 and 2.
Byroth,
Byroth,
you see the
that's
creature
much
look
better.
straight towards you. Your fear, your insecurities, your own doubts begin to bind into you. You see the creature peer into your soul, and you feel fear rather than sense it. Into your mind, go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Dex in my mind?
No,
Alright.
peers into you, and you automatically have disadvantage due to this.
Yeah, I have disadvantage because I'm. No, that's for stealth. In any case, you need a dex save.
Yes.
That's gonna be rough.
-5.
As it looks towards you, it screams in your mind. No one else hears a word, but there is an echo and a vibration within your head. it attacks straight towards you, and you try to dodge, but the sound just hits you like a truck. You take 3d6 plus 5. You take 12 points of damage. Oh, yeah,
Seven.
12. It looks
Plus
towards you, and it howls again. You've already failed, but I'll allow you to make another dexterity saving throw again.
Oh, lordy. At
Ooh,
disadvantage again, or?
No, it can only do that once per turn.
Woohoo!
Nice. You, however, managed to duck underneath this claw attack once more. However, this
Hate
one
my
seems
life.
stronger. This one seemed with more force. The longer it stays, like the woman's mentioned before, the stronger it grows. Mixie.
I hate my life. I've just seen Assassinate and it's fucking. Just like you could have had advantage on your first turn.
Yeah, but no, we skipped that.
Yep. I'm just gonna keep attacking it with the sword.
Get it, little murderer!
You managed to strike the thing. However, with its form, its visage, you're not sure if it's near death or not. It doesn't bleed. So, if when you manage to actually kill this thing, you'll only know when it actually happens. But the attack strikes through its form, cutting it up. But slowly and surely, it then turns towards you. Anything else you're doing?
Averting my eyes away from it.
You're a rogue or something. Do you not have second attack or like offhand strike or something? You definitely have one of those two. And you're a rogue. You should. Are you not a rogue?
I am a rogue.
Well, then you should have sneak attack on that because there's an ally within 5 feet.
That's the 12. For my
Yeah,
friend.
that's the 12.
Oh, that was all that. Well, do you not have offhand strike or 2-weapon fighting or dual attack? I don't know. I'm not a rogue.
Don't you have a dagger that you can stab him with?
If it was a bonus action, sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's what offhand strike is, but it depends on. I think rogues have that.
All
you don't
classes
get
have
to
that.
use-
And
you
the,
just don't
and
get
the
to
flame
use your
tongue, I
proficiency.
believe, was a short sword, right? You just don't get your proficiency on the damage die if you pull out a dagger now and stab it with him.
From what I remember,
And
yeah.
let it.
So basically, I can stab him again with a dagger.
As a bonus action, yes.
Yeah, fuck it.
Guess
I
they're
mean,
both
I
live
have
weapons.
the gloves on, so. Could I use the gloves dagger?
Yeah. Those aren't technically physical form daggers.
I'm taking sneak attack off it.
No, add sneak attack.
Sneak attack's always on the first
Yeah.
hit.
Then
No,
you can choose.
Specifically,
Guys, same team, same team.
this is for a reason.
Okay. Not 2d6, 3d6.
You grab your gloves and rake out from the shadows a piercing black blade. However, you rip a chunk of piece off of this creature to form your blade and slice through. Which is why more damage was dealt, so sneak attack did take effect.
Ah, so it's psychic damage.
Oh, I have been dealing psychic damage the entire time.
No,
Didn't say anything about it being more effective.
no, specifically your
It-
gloves form blades out of shadow. Mentioned before.
Oh!
It has to be shadow aspected
Ah.
because we are fighting this shadow.
Do you want to know where there is no shadow? I'll let you stir on that one before you start yelling at me.
Okay, no, you're the one who put them right in the middle of everyone. If you then darkness, I
Fucking- I'll have a PTSD attack from that fucking spell. I hated it so much.
told you to put him on the edge, but no, I will put him in the middle of everyone. And then
Okay,
darkness
I will
everyone.
psychic hammer again.
Okay.
Make another strike save.
I will say you can roll an insight, see if that whole Darkness Sting is a good idea?
Because it might just work.
Oh god.
No, because it might have the opposite effect.
Might just make it super powered.
Yeah, that was the entire joke, because I was anticipating it would be something like that. So
Yeah.
So Byrod, you wanted them on the border, right? Yep, I'm gonna drop it here.
Literally does not hit him. Oh,
What?
okay, he's there. Oh, I thought you were casting darkness for a second. I was like, you're casting it in the wrong place.
Once
No,
again,
no.
We've had talks about this.
your second
Yeah, of
camera
course, we had one.
bashes the creature into the side, moving it once again. Now only Mixie and Nesmond feel this fear, this intense frustration, this peering into one's soul and beginning to rip something out of it. Unless you guys take it out before it makes another move, one of you is going down. Byroth.
Great. So, just trying to do as much damage as we can, huh?
Yeah, but Nasman also goes down then, with that same logic.
Fuck! God damn it! I've been
It's
had.
fine, good.
The one thing I care about.
Ah, damn. What
I don't think I have anything to juice up.
What's the radius of fireball? Oh, it's 20 foot.
Please
Phew.
do not!
You still have the murder of soul.
It's a 20-foot radius. I can do it safely as long as it stays there.
I will not
Alright.
survive if it hits me.
No, I don't
No.
have any nukes. I'm just gonna do my consistent damage. I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon 20 feet. So that's over there. I forget how to delete things, so I'll leave that to you. And then I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on him again. But I'm also gonna get all up in his business. Wait, no within 5 feet? No, I'm gonna stay where I am. Why not? No, fuck it. That's not Bio style. He's gonna get in there. So same as last time. Let me roll these.
I'm very concerned that the two clerics are the closest towards it.
You can only get one of us. Only the 9 damage then.
Mm-hmm.
As Byros' magical smithing hammer comes in and whacks him from behind.
Your magical hammer sword strikes at the back of its head.
Love it.
Okay. Managing to strike enough damage that it does seem to be jaunted, but not dead. Now only the
Okay, here we
NPCs
go, folks.
have a chance to stop this thing. I
Hey,
still
does
don't
your
have...
magical glove do damage?
Again, all I can do is help and cancel magic.
Maybe ready action for when it kills one of us.
Sounds good. I've already prepared that action, just in case.
Okay, thanks,
I swear
buddy.
to God. I swear to God.
Namar moves over, striking again with her blue sword.
Oh yeah, and I'll put my helmet back on at this point, because I think shit's about to go down.
Manages to strike, so that's 2d6 plus 2. 8
No.
points of damage. A piercing frozen tundra. Nah, bleh, sorry. Wrong description. A piercing air surrounds each of you as ice begins to form around this shadow creature. However, it breaks through. Relta. I feel Relta would be defensive and holds an action. Let's see.
No, girl, attack! Attack!
Okay.
Which bit? Oh no! Why do people do
Plus
this?
3 misses.
I
Get
meant
away,
more with,
Rialta.
like, your most powerful magic spell, but okay. It was in good spirit. And also, I made you do it. I apologize.
Let's see. I'll see what Claire can do. I actually haven't seen the character sheet in a while.
Fuck's sakes.
Longsword. Hits. Good amount of damage, but not enough to kill it. Let's see.
Fuck. I am never gonna. Somebody just made really sure I could not firebolt the creature. Yeah.
Oh, right.
The firebolt defense squad.
They run over there, strike.
You told me you weren't a spellcaster.
I'm not a spellcaster.
I'm not a spellcaster.
I got
Just throwing
fireball.
fireball and fucking mind hammer.
In darkness.
My trust in you has decreased. I thought we were friends, but now you're just throwing magic like this all the time.
Alright.
You said you were not.
Unless you care about Gen, you can easily attack without hurting anyone else.
Nope, I am fine with this. If I kill Gan, it's only Mixie and Thingy that goes down.
Yeah.
We'll
Back
just
from
we'll
the
stuff him
grave
in the
before.
tube again, and then he'll owe us another debt. Like
Yeah,
he said at the
let's-
beginning.
The person that was possessed can't do anything. She doesn't have weapons. All she has
Yep.
is commoner clothing.
Oh fuck, it's ghost people.
Let me roll something. Hooray! It means it targets the PC. Mixie, Byroth. Do you want 1 or 2?
I chose last time, Mixie. It's all you.
I choose 3 and 4.
3 and 4.
Ooh. It's rough stuff.
Immediately, in
I
your,
mean, I'm the best one to go down, in all fairness.
immediately in your mind, you sense a piercing gaze, a veil. You've sensed this before when the Black King peered into your eyes just to have a pleasant conversation with you, which is frightening in itself. However, this thing peers into your mind and you see what it's looking into. It dives into your history, your memories, your past. It rakes into a specific moment when your family was being assaulted by the people that you had a relationship with currently, the people that you currently work for. Luckily enough, you managed to save them that day. However, this time in your mind, it plays out differently. You see death after death, strike after strike, each one killing another member of your family. First your mother, your father, and then your sibling. I believe you had a younger sister. Dies at your feet. You look up, seeing the person that's striking at them, and all you see is yourself. It then rips out a copy of you from your mind, and then forming around it forms another Mixie. However, the regular one, the true Mixie, goes down. And then
Can I,
then Gen's spell effect activates, revivifying you to full health.
can I just say that before I went down, would Mixie have been able to scream or something like that?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I was
rest-
about to say, yeah, fucking screaming.
The rest
Let's
of you
hear it.
just hear
Come on.
screaming.
No,
Let's
because
hear
I've
it.
got family sleeping.
Alright.
Regular Mixie, it's your turn.
How much health am I on?
You're back to
full.
normal.
Okay, so basically nothing. I just see another me and I'm just like,
However, you look back to Gen's writing and your name's been crossed off. Technically, it
that's-
disappears, but that's besides the point.
yeah.
That's
look
a
pissed and I'm
handy
just-
fight.
A little Legend of Zelda fairy circles around you.
Fuck, sneak attack was supposed to be on that, hang on.
You strike through it, and finally, after much effort, you break its concentration, allowing its form to completely decay. However, There's still another you that's now there.
I'm running over, I'm grabbing her by the shirt, I'm just stabbing her with the dagger again.
All right. 15
Does
misses.
this have sneak attack on?
It does, but 15 misses.
Okay, is there no point rolling damage then?
Mm-mm. Sigvald.
Well, no point to firebolt anymore, right?
Which one is the real Mixie?
Is one of them all shadowy?
Yes. That's how I indicated with the red mark, but it won't let me change the hue of the
Cool.
token.
Oh, is it going by my AC?
Sure is.
We're looking at the
Ah.
Shadow Link version of Mixie.
But
Fuck, I was one off!
by the way, Byrot, just so you know, while Sigvald is running over, you see him put a bead back on the necklace. And then he's gonna stop and he is just... I had it with these people and I'm just gonna keep mine trusting. Man! I'm 2 out of 3, yay!
Mixie, go ahead and roll an intelligence save.
I am casting it on the correct one though.
I know, but I'm just gonna have Mixie do its saves.
Make
Yeah.
this your
It's
stats.
my stats, so...
Yeah, it takes 5 points of damage. Yay!
Alright.
And it needs an aspirin.
It seems
Okay.
like it's been hit, but no real true damage. I don't know why it also affected Mixie.
It was about I got so freaked out then, I was like, oh no, this thing's tied to
The
me, I'm gonna go...
third piece linked, yay!
Let me untether it to you. It should be fine now.
Okay.
Brain infective. I would have loved if the other one still would go full. Ah, there we go. Starting and everything now.
There you go.
Alright.
Byroth will make note of this magical bead, and before he goes to bed, he'll make note to cast his detect magic around Sigvald, but that's the thought for later. Does my magical weapon get advantage for flanking?
Technically.
Can I ask a question? Technically, since I was grabbing her shirt, would that be a grapple?
If
That
he
would be
wanted
extra
to be a...
actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You attacked with your bonus action.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, then. Don't listen to me.
And grappling is an attack and an attack action, but
Yeah.
but an attack is not a part of an attack action.
I'll
so
just say you're currently
grapple
holding
has
on to
bonus
her shirt, but it's a shirt. She can just wave your hands away.
Your shadow boobs are jiggling everywhere.
There's animations too.
Anyway, so flanking and Toll the Dead again. No, but first we're gonna go with the flanking attack. 10 both
Okay.
times, so no. So that was my bonus action. And yeah, because I don't want to use Toll the Dead. Nah, screw it, I'll use Toll the Dead. I like it. I don't think Mixie is that wise.
Rude.
But it's not 2d12, so I have to roll it. That's just it's not 2d12.
It is.
No, it's
damage.
not because it has been damaged.
Yeah, I had a bit of a headache. Took 5 points of psychic damage.
It has
Right.
been
Yes.
damaged.
So DC 15, 12 damage.
Okay, what DC is it? Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Fuck, that's Red Eye. Hang on.
That's the wrong character.
Yeah, I closed Mixie down accidentally, thinking it was Red Eye. There we go.
Shadow you takes 12 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Necrotic, if that means anything.
It doesn't. However, while this is going on, Nesmond was ready to cast a massive spell against the shadow creature. Now looking at two Mixies, he's having a tough time deciding on who to attack, and also not wanting to attack. Mainly because if he does manage to hit someone, he doesn't feel like it'd end very well for him later that night.
Can he not tell which one the rest of us have been attacked?
He can, it just feels very awkward for him.
Hey, at least he's not trying to heal the awkward one.
I'm not 100% sure of your relationship, but it's the shadow one, the one that is like of shadows.
I know,
Moving on.
I just rather not, hit my fiance. This is also me explaining why he hasn't been attacking. It wasn't just me forgetting.
No, character stuff. Not like
I thought he was a pacifist and would not fight.
No, this is just my excuse for forgetting Nesmond to attack.
I mean, Nesmond is a pacifist, but it's complicated.
But Gan isn't. What's that crazy kid gonna do?
Mostly it's Mixie telling him, fucking fight, please.
Since you asked, Nesmond will actually take his turn this time. To the front. Gan then looks towards Mixie, then looks towards the other one, then looks towards you. You guys point to the real one and goes, "Got it!" And then strikes through and does...
Oh, I thought he was going to attack me, then I was going to punch him in the face.
Misses.
He misses by 1, unfortunately. Well, I tried. He really didn't try that well, though. Nesmond looks towards the person you decided to attack, and Sacred Flame...
Not very good against me, but okay.
Yeah, that's fair. Almost hits Gan. The Shadow Mixie manages to duck, and Gan just barely doesn't get hit. Rauta then moves over, does a Shillelagh attack. That's a +3. Doesn't hit. Misses by 1. Let's
Feels
see.
bad.
Best thing about the Shillelagh spell is that you get to say the word Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
Oh, come now, mine is better.
Caitlin grabs her longsword, deals 6 points of damage, and moves back. NPC still can't do anything. Shadow Mixie then looks towards... let's go with Byroth.
Yeah, bring it.
Freaking Byrod. Always Byrod. Blame Byrod.
I'm intimidated. Oh yeah, natural 1.
Oof.
With the Shadow Flame Tongue Dagger, it goes straight towards Byroth. However, luckily enough, Nesmond accidentally shoots out another spell, and it completely screws up Mixie's trajectory. Byroth, luckily enough, manages to steady himself and grab the blade and crushes it in his hand, causing the shadowed blade to dissipate, but it forms back into her hand. Mixie.
Did anyone see that? That was so cool.
Yeah, aggressively, like no mercy attacking. Miss. And try again as a bonus action. Oh, hit. Does it have sneak attack is the question.
Yes.
Yeah,
You can
There's
sneak attack once per
Shadow
turn.
style.
it's formed out of your Psyche as well as Shadow, so it still has
Oh,
that
but
effect.
wait, because this is her first hit and there's flanking.
They would still have it. However, how would you like to finish yourself off?
I am just stabbing directly in the throat, like no mercy style.
It's
You would-
like X23.
Without,
Yep.
without a second of hesitation, you strike straight from one end to the other of her throat, causing the shadow to dissipate. Maybe some therapy in the future, but at least this event is over.
That was interesting.
Does
It was much more complicated than the earlier ones. It's like dusting off my shoulders like this was regular.
I think we'll need more guards with the other one if something like this could happen to them as well.
While this is going
Oh.
on, Claire, Maris, and Vera are currently preoccupied gating and calculating data. Namar and Gen both follow afterwards just in case.
So, Byrot, I heard you complaining about me telling you that I do not cast magic, and yet you keep believing that I cast magic. Byrot keeps walking away. Why? Why I'm talking to you, bastard.
I am going to examine the woman who is hurt, or recently brought back to life. I am the only person here who seems to have medical expertise and gives a shit about the life of this woman.
Nesmin coughs.
But I was one who walked over here first. I was passive aggressive to make sure medical professionals came over. These tactics.
You
Examining,
were only first because because he has short legs and you're 8 feet tall.
rude.
But I'm supposed to deny my body?
Examining the person, they do
Rude.
appear to be fine. However, they have and form no shadow underneath their feet. Mixie, you're a little worried that you also don't have a shadow anymore.
Oh, I'm not alone anymore.
Fate.
Welcome to the shadowless people.
Sigvald also does not.
I have no shadow. I literally said that while introducing myself.
It
I'm
was a
like-
long time ago.
I'm like
Uh,
resting against a wall, just not giving two shits at this point.
That's fair. The person does appear
Now
to be.
that that's become apparent, is there? Can I make an Arcana or religion check or something? I mean, I'm really bad at them, but
You can go ahead and roll on nature.
also bad.
Yeah, you got nothing.
Yep.
You look at them and
Okay,
they go,
no
huh,
shadows.
no shadow. You're not sure if this is
Yes.
a natural thing, a supernatural thing. Maybe they're vampires. It's tough to tell.
Well, I mean, even with a 5, I think Byroth is pretty sure it's because we just killed both of their shadows.
Maybe.
I mean, there was one shadow, and then he killed you, and shadow came up, and then we killed that. Now no more shadows. I think we killed shadow.
Claire then moves over towards you and goes, actually, I think you killed their fear. It manifested within their own psyche and then manifested outside of them with their shadow. It's possible that it'll regenerate, but that'll take some time. I'm not sure why Zigvold doesn't have any shadow, though. It could be... Well, I had heard that in Noche there are people that walk around without shadows. Are you from there, perhaps?
I cannot say.
That's fair. However, looking and examining the person with you, the person seems healthy enough. Fine, no other blemishes like the person that attacked you before. Other than the whole shadow thing, it appears that this one seems more progressive. They seem to be fully intact and their intelligence is there. If you want to learn about their history, their backstory, you can go ahead and ask them. However, currently your team is currently fractured, as a few members wonder what to do next. A few others are currently having a life crisis right now, facing their own mortality, their own next move. One thing does play into their minds. Whatever they decide to do, it is their choice. Whatever comes next is the result of that choice. As we end the session for today.